Okay, so students, today we will study about the topic force. Okay, now see, what do you mean by force? The definition states that a physical quantity that causes or tends to cause change in the state, size, shape, or orientation of any object, that is called as force. Okay, what does this definition mean? It means, for example, this is one object. Okay, now if a physical quantity is there in this direction, say, okay, force we generally denote it by F. So whenever we are applying this force, then this force, this physical quantity will try to change its state here means, here state means not your solid, liquid or gas. Here state in physics, state means your state of rest or motion. These are the two states in terms of physics. Okay, rest or motion. So this force, this physical quantity will try to change the state of this object. If it is at rest, then this physical quantity will try to bring it in motion, right? Or it will bring it in motion. And if the object is moving, say for example it is coming in from this direction, then you are applying force in this way, then it will try to keep bring this motion into rest, right? So it will try to change the state of the object. Size, right? Size means, for example, this is an object and we are applying force in this direction, in this way, F. Okay, so if it is a hard surface beneath the object, then this force will try to change the size. It will shrink the object or try to shrink the object. Okay, then it is shape. Shape means, for example, we have this is a, say, cardboard box. Okay, you know cardboard box, and this portion we have kept rigid. So when we try to apply force here, then what will happen? This object will become slightly like this. Means this portion is fixed, so this portion will not be able to move, but this force will try to move this upper portion. So basically the shape of the object, earlier it was square, now it is like a trapezium. So this force will try to change the shape. Orientation means if object is, say, kept like this, right, and now we are applying force in this way, so what will happen? It will become like this. So this kind of change, say for example, this is a change in the axis, right? So this is called as the orientation, change in orientation, right? So force is a physical quantity which can change or which tends to cause change in the state, shape, size or orientation of any object. Clear? Now see, this force is generally denoted by F. Okay, and this force can be calculated by using the Newton's second law of motion. Okay, I have already made a video about laws of motion. You can check in the channel, in playlist you will get in quick recap series. Okay, so according to Newton's second law, F can be calculated by mass into acceleration of the moving object, right? Where m is the mass and a is your acceleration of the moving object, right? So this is a way of finding force, right? SI unit of force, SI unit of force, this is, see, I have already explained you how to get the units of physical quantities, how you can calculate the physical unit of physical quantities without memorizing them. Okay, see, the SI unit of force will be force is equal to mass into acceleration. So SI unit of mass is kg, right? And SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square, meter per second square. So put a small dash here. SI unit of force is kg meter per second square, or it is also equal to Newton, capital N, denoted by capital N. So SI unit of force is kg meter per second square or Newton. Clear? So this is all about force for class 9. Okay. Okay, now come to the next portion. See, we have studied force. Now come to the topic types of force. Okay, so there are basically two types of forces. First is balanced force and second is an unbalanced force. Okay, now see the definition. What do you mean by balanced force? Balanced force means two equal and opposite forces acting on same body. This is the important thing. Two equal, first this equal word is important, and second opposite, direction should be opposite, right? It means if one force is in this direction, say F1, then other should be in this direction, F2, where F1 and F2 are two forces, right? So F1 should be equal to F2 and both should be in opposite direction, right? Then this F1 and F2 are called as your balanced force, right? On contrary, unbalanced force means simple, two forces will be there, F1 and F2, right? They should be in opposite direction. As you are seeing, they both are in opposite direction. One is in this direction, second is in this direction, but they should be unequal. They should be not equal. So F1 is not equal to F2 in case of unbalanced forces. Clear? Their magnitude. See, force is a vector quantity. Okay, so it will have magnitude as well as direction. So in this case, in balanced force, magnitude should be equal and direction should be opposite. In unbalanced forces, magnitude should not be equal and direction should be opposite to each other. Clear? So this is these are the two definitions of balanced and unbalanced forces. Second, resultant of all the forces should be zero. What do you mean by resultant? See, say for example, this is one body, okay, and in this body two forces are acting, F1 and F2, okay, and they should be in opposite direction. So this is F1 and this is F2. F1 acting in this direction, F2 is acting in this direction. So if it is a balanced force, then resultant should be zero. Resultant means addition, algebraic addition of all the forces. Algebraic addition means you have to add all the forces by taking their sign, right? See, whenever we are dealing with sign, magnitude along with sign, it means that if I am taking F1 as positive, because I am taking this direction as positive direction, so F1 I am taking positive, therefore when I will add this F2 with this, then I have to consider F2 as minus. Clear? Because F2 is in opposite direction of F1, so it will be F1 plus minus of F2. Clear? Because F2 is in opposite direction of F1. If both F1 and F2, for example, are in same direction, then when I will add, it will be simply become F1 plus F2. But in this case, because the direction is opposite, so I will have to write F1 plus minus of F2. So it will become plus into minus minus, so F1 minus F2. This should be equal to 0, right? If you are adding two forces which are in opposite direction, and if the addition, if the summation of all these forces are coming to equal to 0, it means F1 and F2 are your balanced forces. Clear? Concept is clear? Similarly, in case of unbalanced forces, resultant should not be equal to 0. It should not come out to be equal to 0. Say for example, F1 plus minus of F2, and it is not equal to 0. It will be some digit, some quantity. Then these two, F1 and F2, these are your unbalanced forces. Clear? From this you can easily check, and it is not applicable only for two forces. You can add multiple forces, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, infinite number of forces you will add algebraically, and the resultant what you are getting, you will be clear from that result. If it is coming 0, then all the forces, how many forces does not matter, all the forces which are coming, they are equal forces. It is a balanced forces. And if you are getting any number other than 0, then it means that forces which are acting are your unbalanced forces. Clear? The concept is clear. It is very easy and it is most important topic. Clear? So these are your balanced and unbalanced forces. Now if you have any doubt regarding this force topic, for class 9, then you can ask in the comment section below, or you can DM me also in my Instagram account. The details is in the about section of the channel. If you like the video, then press the like button and subscribe the channel. Okay, and share this with your younger brothers or sisters also, they will find it useful. Okay, thank you.